Okay, am I still on? Oh shoot, I lost track. Anyway, um, we had took a picture together. So you know how often this gonna happen. That's another thing. So anyway, so I hadn't heard from her. And before Mama got put in the hospital, I seen her on Facebook, and I'm always looking at the pictures, and I pushed something. I guess I said I wanted to be a friend or something. I don't know. Anyway, she pushed it back. So then I thought, what the hell? I text her on Facebook, and I told her, this is Terrie, aka Grandma. I'm Grandma. When I'm gonna see my babies? It took her a couple of weeks to get back with me. I just said, oh well. Anyway, she gave back with me, and she gave me the numbers. So when Mom was in the hospital, I just knew she was gonna come back and she was gonna be with me. First of all, I had other plans. I had texted her. And I had texted her, and I told her I was gonna call her grandkids uh, that following weekend because my mom was in the hospital and I was going back and forth and trying to see about her. And so that was, let me see, that was on she passed on the 15th, that was the week before, so it had to be on the 8th. That was December the 8th. So I had told her, that I called the kids on the weekend, which would have been December the 8th, 2018, to talk to them. So, my mom's in the hospital. This is how good the Lord is. My mom's in the hospital. I hadn't seen my son in 4 years. He decided to leave, didn't say goodbye, didn't say nothing, walked out the door, dropped the mic. Well, that's a whole nother story, and you can figure out how that ended up. So anyway, I was at the hospital, and that was on the 8th of December, 2018. And his girlfriend called. They're the boo-hooing and talking crazy. Talking about he in jail. Justin in jail. I said, you know what I told her? Oh, he can stay his ass up in there. Well, anyway, I told her my mom was in the hospital. And I didn't have time. So I told her, but she was saying that the bill was $3,000 or $3,500. And she's trying to get it together and try to get the bills, bondsman, and all that stuff. I thought I didn't have time. But she come to the hospital and, chit-chat with me, and we speak, and I see what she's talking about. Anyway, she came to the hospital, and Mama was going in and out of sleep. And I looked at her, yeah, you're right. Anyway, she left, Mama told me to make sure I see about it. But I could tell him every day, and he thanked the Lord. First of all, for the Lord blessing him, and secondly, with his grandma. So anyway, when I got home from seeing Mama, Brittany had called me and told me that she needed the bail money for him. So I said, well, so me and Benny was trying to get, this is during December, during the holidays. All this happens at the same time. Mama's in the hospital, he's in jail, I'm trying to call my grandkids. Then I had to come up with the money. $350. She said she didn't have $350. Who don't have $350? Duh. Anyway, I said, well, you come over to the house and get it. So she came over to the house and got it. And I called my grandkids. And I hadn't talked to them. They knew who I was. And I made them a bunch of junk 3 years ago. I don't know if much in the way. And I told them, I said, because their mom was talking about, this was in December of 2018, how they was going to be up here in June of 2019, which was 6 months. No, July. And I told them that. Well, I got y'all a bunch of stuff. I said, do y'all want me to mail it to you or keep it until you come? Well, you know what they said. So we mailed them this stuff. So anyway, that was on Saturday, December 8th, 2018. And then Brittany had came by. She said she tried to get Justin out of jail, but she couldn't find nobody to bail him out for $350 because we live in Wichita and the offense was in Topeka, and you had to have some kind of special bonding. So she thought that she needed $3,500 to get him out. So like I said, it's on Saturday. It's the weekend. Everything's closed. It's during Christmas time. So I was trying to get that together for him. So anyway, the next day, which was on the 9th of December, she tried to do it, but she couldn't do shit. I had to see about it. So I called around and found a bail's bondsman to get him bailed out. We had to put, I ain't never did this shit before. Don't want to do this shit no more. You had to put down your name, where you were. You got to give them money. You got to make sure they go to court and all that. Now, I'm doing all this while my mom's in the hospital and she's sick. So, got that straightened out. So my husband went and took the money up there, got him belt, put all his credentials down, and they said, you know, if he don't show up for court, they keep the money, and I got paid $3,500. And they're going to still throw his ass in jail. So, got that straightened out. So he came up there looking like Fat Funky Freddy, and put the funky part in there. Fat Funky Freddy. Got all that straightened out. Well, as far as him, getting out of jail. Because if he hadn't done it, his ass would still be in jail. And this is in September of 2019. That was in December of 2018. December 9th of 2018. This is September the 2nd of that was in December 9th of 2018. This is, bring it forward, September the 2nd of 2019. His ass still be in jail. Got that straightened out. But the Lord's help got that straightened out. So, went to go see Mama. That was on a Sunday. After I talked to the kids. And I had told her that I had talked to the kids, and she said she was real happy about it. And we listened to the pastor's sermon. She liked watching, we would watch Gilbert Patterson every Sunday. She liked that. But she was dozing off and on, but that was the last sermon she got to hear of it. So, got that straightened out. And then Monday, they was telling me about her kidneys. You know, her kidneys had failed, and she's going to have to go on dialysis. I said, okay, you know, I can live with that. And that, you know, when you do dialysis, you got to do it 2 or 3 times a week for 2 or 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours a day, 3 to 4 hours each time. Then I thought about it after she did because that Tuesday she had to get a stent in her chest. And I had to take off work, so I had to, plus I was working, so I had a lot on me, but it didn't seem like a lot at the time. Lord gave me strength just to power through it. So I'm talking about how good the Lord is. He gave me strength to power through it. And I had told my supervisor, that's one good thing about my job. It don't pay no money, but if you need to take your time off to see about things, or to see about a family member or anything, you can. And that was just such a blessing because I couldn't have done it, and I needed to work. You know, my little time to make sure I had some insurance. You had to have insurance. I couldn't have done it with that. And I couldn't have seen about Mom without their help, but my husband's help. So anyway, they had called me and told me they was going to put a stent in her chest for her dialysis. So I went up there and I missed seeing her. I'm sitting around, they didn't tell me she was back in the room. I had been up there for like an hour or two and I didn't see her. So anyway, finally caught up with her and she was going to get a dialysis treatment, and then the woman came in to tell me about it. And then I got to thinking to myself, I said, and it occurred to me that she's not going to be strong enough to do all that. I didn't say nothing, but it did occur to me that. Anyway, she did it once. And then the second day, Terrie had came up there. And that's one thing I got upset about. She came up there, Mom was going to go do her dialysis. She seen her, but she said she was coming back. She didn't. And Mama passed. Like I said, if you say you're going to do something, do what you say. If you ain't going to do nothing, shut the hell up. And then my cousin had came up to see Mama. And Mama really did appreciate that. And she really did. And I'm so glad that he did that. But the rest of them sacks of shit ain't worth a fuck. But anyway, I'll get back to me in a minute. But anyway, she said, she came up, she said she was going to run back, check on the job, and she did, and Mom passed. And then after that treatment, she got all upset, and Mama got all upset, and they told me to go talked to her. She said she wasn't going to do it no more. She said it was too hard on her. And I just cried. She told me to stop crying. I said, you going to leave me? She said, well, I ain't doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. And then we talked about hospice. And so the hospice people come. Mom said she didn't want them in the house. And so I told her, I said, I'll take care of you. And so I talked to the kidney doctor. And he was telling me that she had I didn't realize how important it was just to go pee. You gotta pee. I pee all the time since I've been on a diet. I think I pee like I'm pregnant. I ain't peed this much since I had my baby. That was 34 years ago. Pee all the time, but you gotta pee. And I didn't realize it was so important. Anyway, he said that she had between a week and a month to live. I said, okay. I said, well, I'll take off work. And I had told my son he had got a job. It was nothing for the Lord. Right across the street right around the corner from where I stayed at. And I could take him back to work, That's another issue. He got fired from that. That's another issue. And I told him, I said, you might not can start your job because I'm going to have help with Mama. He said, okay. Now, this is right before Christmas. And so she got to the hospital. She got out the hospital December 14th. About 1 o'clock? Because I was at work and I was going to tell my supervisor at work I was going to have to take off. But I said I'll wait until Monday to tell her that. Because we was having a Christmas party. And I said I'd just wait. And I wanted to tell everybody goodbye that I work with. But I had to go. So that was December 14th, about 1 o'clock when she got released. And the next day, the 15th, about 2, she passed. So anyway, let me get back to Mamie. So I told Mamie, Mama had passed and everything. And I told her about the arrangements and where it was going to be at. It was going to be at Jackson's from 6 to 8, and the funeral was going to be at 10 o'clock at the gravesite. Gravesite just literally right down the street from my house. So anyway, out of all my relatives, and I got quite a few here. My cousin that was at the hospital visiting Mama came. His girlfriend came. Ricky and Terrie and Sharita came. And that's a whole other story because Ricky messed up and now I don't got no time for him. They came. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 people so far. His sister came and my cousin Curly came. That's 7 people. And then me, Ben, and Justin was there. Brittany was working. She didn't come, but she came to the funeral the following day. So I'm a relative. So next day I seen about my mom. Got her buried and everything. She had a nice funeral. And it was, I should have bought some more flowers. But I bought her a spray. I should have bought a bigger one. But like I said, you don't know what you're doing while you're trying to do these things. You have to do them for yourself. But it was nice. And I put on some pajamas that I made for her. She looked really pretty. And 2 days later, my sorry ass ain't gonna come calling me. Whew. Jesus, take the wheel. I have nothing to say to none of the people. My mama was kind to all of them. She was their big auntie. My auntie has never been a big auntie to me. I just call her auntie out of respect. I'd habit that's what you do. She's never been that. Everything important in my life, the woman ain't never showed up. When I graduated from high school, she had a headache. When I had my first baby, she ain't seen me. When I got married, ain't got a call. My mom was sweet to all of them. And she had 11 kids. She was sweet to every last one of them. Ain't heard from none of them. When my uncle died, Mama was there. When my cousin Mia, her daughter died, Mama was there. Ain't heard from my aunt. Then help her. Fast forward. I think it was in June or July of 2019, which is this year. Come call, telling my cousin, he works with my husband, to tell my husband that she been calling and that she needs me to call her. It'll be a cold day in fucking hell before I call that woman. And before I say anything to any of them, I have nothing good to say to none of them. Nothing. And I just didn't realize how important it is just to say 4 words for somebody passes. Sorry for your loss. 4 little words. I never knew how important that was until then. I didn't say nothing to folks. So, getting back to my diet. Like I said, this is day 82. I gotta weigh myself. I don't weigh myself a lot. I don't want to get discouraged, so I weigh myself either every 2 weeks or once a month. Oh,